All right, it will likely be another challenging night in Ferguson for local police and the National Guard. Once again, authorities were forced to shoot tear gas into large crowds after demonstrations turned violent again last night. This after Missouri Governor Jay Nixon lifted a curfew, which some community and civil rights leaders had criticized. Authorities say 31 people were arrested last night. Demonstrators also threw Molotov cocktails and rocks at officers. Captain Ron Johnson, the public face of the police response here from Missouri's Highway Patrol, is blaming a small group of out-of-town lawbreakers for the ongoing violence.
I am not going to let the criminals that have come out here from across this country or live in this community define this neighborhood. I want to encourage the good people of this area to come out and protest time hours.
Well, Captain Johnson added that peaceful protesters should make their voices heard, not at night, as you heard him say, when they act as a cover for small groups of criminals. Meanwhile, the National Guard is ready to respond again tonight to those violent protests. Meantime, President Obama has denounced the violent protests and is calling for peace and calm in that community. Even that didn't help, though. The president spoke about the situation in Ferguson after meeting with Attorney General Eric Holder yesterday.
Well, I understand the passions and the anger that arise over the death of Michael Brown. Giving into that anger by looting or carrying guns and even attacking the police only serves to raise tensions and stir chaos. It undermines rather than advancing justice.
Well, President Obama also announced that Attorney General Eric Holder will be on the ground in Ferguson this time tomorrow to meet with local leaders and the FBI. Today, President Obama is still in Washington, D.C. and waiting to see if he's going to make any new announcements before heading back to Martha's Vineyard at about 4 o'clock this afternoon. Now in Texas, the latest reports say Governor Rick Perry will not be arrested. This after the Republican governor was indicted on 2 felony charges accusing him of abusing power as the state's chief executive. Now, a Texas judge has decided not to issue that warrant for Perry. For the time being, Perry has assembled a team of attorneys who are calling the indictment Banana Republic politics. Even some Democrats are questioning the indictment. Democratic political consultant Lanny Davis, who worked closely with the Clinton administration, was on Newsmax TV earlier today and told J.D. Hayworth the case against Rick Perry is ridiculous.
It's an accusation by a prosecutor, in this case, a prosecutor who doesn't even understand the difference between politics and the law. And to have people assume guilt or even wrongdoing is just one of the things that made me think of McCarthyism.
Of course, Lanny Davis referring to former Minnesota Senator Joseph McCarthy and the Red Scare, accusing many people of being communists back in the 1950s. More news ahead in 30 minutes. I'm John Bachman. Now back to Midpoint.